Hello, here's some Shetland reels to start the day here. Thank you. I started off with a couple reels, Shetland reels from the Shetland Islands up north of Scotland. The first one's called Far From Home, which was the name of my old band. And the second one was called Spootiskerry. And hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. And I'm going to sing a song. This one's called The Banks of Red Roses. I learned it from a band up in Canada called Ian Robb and Hang the Piper. And it's a great lively song. It's actually a murder ballad, but my friend Turner helped me turn around the end so that things kind of reverse course at the end of the song. I was just reading a great article that I posted on Facebook a week or so ago about the history of murder ballads and how a lot of women are changing them into more modern versions and more feminist versions. And so this is our little attempt at that. So Banks of Red Roses, you can sing along. It's a fun one. On the banks of red roses, me love and I sat down, and I pulled out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, me love she sighed and she said, "Oh, me Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me." Oh, when I was a young girl, I heard me mother say that I was a foolish lass and easy led astray, and before that I would work, I would sooner sport and play with me Johnny on the banks of red roses. On the banks of red roses, me love and I sat down, and I pulled out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, me love she sighed and she said, "Oh, me Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me." Well, he took her to his lodging, invited her to tea, saying, "Drink me, dearest Molly, and come along with me." Saying, "Drink me, dearest Molly, and come along with me to the sweet and pleasant banks of red roses." The banks of red roses, me love and I sat down, and I pulled out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, me love she sighed and she said, "Oh, my Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me." Well, they walked and they talked till they come onto a cave, where Johnny all the day had been digging up a grave. Where Johnny all the day had been digging up a grave for to lay the lass he loved in red roses. On the banks of red roses, me love and I sat down, I pulled out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, me love she sighed and she said, "Oh, me Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me." Oh, well, he's pulled out his penknife, it was both long and sharp, and he went to plunge it into his own dear Molly's heart. Yes, he went to plunge it into his own dear Molly's heart, but she's turned around and stuck it right into him. On the banks of red roses, me love and I sat down, I pulled out me fiddle for to play me love a tune. In the middle of the tune, me love she sighed and she said, "Oh, me Johnny, lovely Johnny, don't you leave me." Happy ending, I guess. Such a lively tune for a tragic song. The Banks of Red Roses. The next one, we're going to go back, way back in time. Turlough O'Carolan was a 17th century Irish harper. He was blind, and he played the harp. Back then was made with these wire strings, metal strings, and they were played with, plucked with the fingernails. And so one had to grow out their fingernails to be able to play them. So often the people who played harp were people with disabilities, physical disabilities, who couldn't do other sorts of work. And so O'Carolan is an example of that. He wrote hundreds of tunes. Many of them were called Planxties, which is kind of like an ode or a song in honor of someone, usually the patron or patron, that matron that they were working with, that paid them or gave them meals and lodging. And in this case, that's exactly what it is. This is a very well-known tune called Planxty, Fanny, Power. It's in 3/4, and we don't really exactly know how Planxties were played, but they tend to get played very similar to a waltz. So you can actually waltz to Fanny Power here. So. Planxty Fanny Power. All right, it's time for a sing-along. This is a song that we usually would do at the very end of the night. And it's not the last song for today, but it's the one I want to do right now. It's called A Health to the Company. It has a great easy chorus that hopefully you'll join in on. And I hope that, like in the song, that we do meet again, and hopefully tomorrow. I learned this from several people. My bandmate Bob used to sing it. I had a CD of the local band Standing Stones, and they did it, the late Charlie Johnson, and we're thinking of him today when I sing this, and his widow Beth. So here it is, A Health to the Company. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. So here's a health to the company and one to my last. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the dear lass that I love so well. For style and for beauty there's none can excel. There's a smile on her countenance as she sits on my knee. Sure there's none in this wide world so happy as we. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. My ship lies at anchor, it's ready to dock, and I wish her safe landing without any shock. And if ever we should meet again by land or by sea, I'll always remember your kindness to me. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. So here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. All right, I toast you a little glass of water there. That song goes out to Sandy because it's about my dear lass, and I'm very happy to say that after about 10 days in quarantine, we're reunited. So Sandy's right here. There she is. All right. All right, we're going to finish off with one more tune here. It's actually a medley. We're going to do some jigs, and they're called the Lilting Banshee. Banshee, you might know, is a mythological creature in Ireland. It's in the shape of a woman. And if you hear her scream in the night, it means you'll be dead by morning. So hopefully you won't hear the banshee scream. This is a lilting banshee, so it's, I think, sort of a happy, one that's singing and lilting along. Lilting, if you don't know what it is actually singing along to a tune with no words. So it's kind of like scatting. It's like doodly da da doo diddly ba ba boo. So that's lilting. Second one is called Killavil Church. I looked it up last night on Google Maps, and it's in Sligo, and it's not too far from Gurcheen, where I spent a lot of time the birthplace of the greatest fiddler of all, Michael Coleman. And the last one's got a great name. It's called Tripping Up the Stairs. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. Everybody be well. Take care of each other.